You're watching Weathering the Storm, your local weather authority's special report.
When severe weather strikes Central Illinois, we at WMBD and WYZZ want to do everything we can to alert as many people as possible that severe weather is moving through the area. Now, the best way to do this is to cut into programming and alert our viewers of the dangerous storm. Now, while we understand it is a little frustrating for you at home to miss out on your favorite program, we are obligated to provide life-saving information until the threat has passed. Now, we are often asked many questions, one of which is, why do you always stay on air? Now, the simple answer is that not everyone is tuning in at the same time. Now, while you may see our severe weather coverage from the beginning, just know that many people outside haven't been tuning in the entire time and maybe got their alert on their phone or through another source, and maybe tuning into TV to gather some additional information. Now, folks will often ask, in addition, why don't you just crawl the warnings on the bottom of the screen instead of interrupting the programming? Now, while our severe weather crawls certainly do provide some valuable information, the information is limited in what it can display and is almost the most basic information. Now, you can't tell exactly where a tornado is on the crawl, so that's what we do when we cut into programming. Now, while the crawl will cycle through various warnings and situations, it takes some time, and seconds can save lives in these situations. Now, having us analyze a storm in person and live on television can give you a little bit more time to seek shelter, especially when we are tracking storms down to street level. And another question that we are often asked is, why are you interrupting programming for a storm that is 50 to 25 miles away? Unfortunately, we are not able to separate our signal and interrupt programming where the storm may only be affecting. And that's kind of an inconvenient truth there, but for those of us who may not be affected by severe weather, please bear with us. And those who are being affected by the storms may be watching the station and hoping to get some additional information so they know when they can seek shelter too. Now, it's not just for our most highly populated areas, but those who also live in rural areas who seem to be affected the most. Now, we understand that you don't like to miss out on your favorite TV show, and believe it or not, we don't like to interrupt it. Even though our severe weather outbreak may mean you'll miss out on your favorite TV show, you will have an option to watch that show online or on demand, typically within a few days of the show's original air date.
Thanks, Chris. We've previously told you about MRMS, or Multiple Radar Multiple Sensor, a forecasting tool that combines several different radars to make an image. In addition to MRMS, the folks at the National Weather Service are already putting another great forecast tool to use. This tool is also a way for meteorologists to obtain information faster than ever before.
Just recently rolled out into the field for live use, Probability of Severe, or ProbSevere. It's a statistical model running with radar images and updates every 2 minutes with the probability that a storm might initially produce severe weather.
You can get up to about a 20-minute extra lead time on when severe weather might be occurring from a thunderstorm as it's developing.
Those 20 extra minutes are huge during severe weather. Now, meteorologists can act in a more timely, confident manner.
When we get tools like this that make our job even just a little bit easier, but these aren't going to make them a lot easier, it gives us the confidence when we're issuing a warning, we know that it's going to have, produce severe weather.
There is little room for second guessing during severe weather, so meteorologists have to make sure they are utilizing every bit of information they can. And these new forecast tools will help them do just that.
All right, there's more to come. Weathering the Storm continues in a moment.
You're watching Weathering the Storm, your local weather authority special report.
Welcome back. Throughout this show, we have talked about the different types of severe weather that impact central Illinois. And as we know all too well from disasters in the past, it's important to have a plan of action in place.
Yes.
When severe weather isn't striking, don't wait for the last minute. Of course, when severe storms begin to move into central Illinois, make us your #1 source. We'll keep you informed when all these storms rip through the area.
We're here on air and online 24/7.
CIproud.com. Have a good one.